Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here in Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top, new level. On my level, don't see anybody, I don't see him. This right here could never stop, this could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on a job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so special, facts. I know my worth, facts. My bloodline royal, facts. We the kings of the earth, right? You can't stop this, nah, nah. You can't stop this, no way. Yo, boy, where I try.
Hey, what's up, bro? You don't have any questions, bro? I'm gonna ask you a question. We talking about the Bible. You already face them this way. We talking about the Bible. Let me ask you a question. You know what the Bible's about? You have any idea? You have any idea why they even call it the Bible? Go to Nehemiah 8 and 8. I'm gonna show you something about this book right here. Because the people that put us in slavery, they got us calling it the Bible. But actually, we're going to see what this book actually really is.
Right.
Nehemiah 8 and 8.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 8 and verse 8. So they read in the law of God distinctly.
What was it?
And read in the book of the law of God distinctly.
You hear that? The book of the law. Go to Joshua 1 verse 8. Nehemiah is calling it the book of the law. We're going to get another book in the Bible. We're going to see why this Bible is called what it's called.
Right.
Joshua 1 verse 8.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
This book of what?
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
This Bible is called a book of the law, bro. This book is about laws, what to do and what not to do in your life.
Right.
You out here on these streets, right? Don't we got laws we got to follow? We ain't got to follow laws? Let me ask you a question. Who do you think got greater law? God the creator or the police out here? Whose law do you think is greater? God's, right? We gotta be doing what God says to do. Here's another scripture. Give me Deuteronomy 31 and verse 26. You hear so far, they're not saying Bible, they're saying the book of the Lord. This book is about laws, about how we live our life, how to survive, how to live or die, basically. It's all in this book right here. Go to Deuteronomy 31 verse 26.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 26. Take this book of the law.
Take what?
Take this book of the law.
Read.
And put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God.
So everywhere we go, when we're talking about this book is called a book of the law.
Right.
Go to Romans 6:23. If you follow this book, because this is our history book. This is our true history of how we got in this country is all in this book.
Right.
About keeping laws. Romans 6:23. Because this is what happens when we out here in these streets and we're not keeping God's law. Romans 6:23.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
What?
For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of sin is death. You know what sin is?
Yeah.
What do you think sin is? We hear this all the time in these churches about sinning. What do you think sin is? What's the question? I want you to give me what sin is.
I think the mistakes that we make.
Mistakes that we make, yeah, that's good. Mistakes according to what?
And the law laws that are inside the Bible that we got to follow, but we don't
Laws inside the Bible, right? Right now we're gonna get the definition of sin. Because the sin could be picking your nose, not washing your hands. That's something that's not good, right? So we're gonna see what sin is. What is sin? We're gonna read out of the New Testament.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
Read it again.
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
Whoever commits sin transgresses the law. God's law. God has things that He gave for us, the Israelites, to do and what not to do. To live or to die. Do you know what your true nationality is? What would you call yourself? Growing up, I would call myself African American, right? That's what I used to call myself. Now, you think about the term African. African come from, listen up, bro. African come from Leo Scipio Africanus. That's a Roman general. He conquered the continent. It wasn't called Africa. It was called Mizraim or Land of Ham. His name was Africanus. Now, he's a white man, right? America is from an Italian navigator called Amerigo Vespucci. So you got Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. That's two white men. How can that be our nationality? But we're not white. When you think about it, how can we be called African and American from two white men? The thing is, we've been lied to, bro. That's not our nationality. That's not what God calls us in the book of the law. How did we get to this country? How did our people get to this country? You know, if you
Oh, by birth, right?
by what?
Birth, right?
By birth? No. How did the so-called African American get into this region called America? How did we get here? Slavery. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that was in the Bible? Do you think that was in the Bible? Slavery?
Yeah.
Do you think that was in the Bible? Then you wouldn't think it's in the Bible, right?
I know that.
Slavery. Do you think how we got here is in the Bible? Brother said no. We're gonna read it. We're gonna prove it. I'm gonna say the answer is yes. At one point in time I didn't know. The answer is yes. How we got here, or slavery or slave ship, is in the Bible. We're gonna read it. Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read Deuteronomy 28 and 1 first. No, to Deuteronomy 27 and 1. 27 and 1. We're gonna see. You ever heard of Moses? Moses is talking. We're gonna see Moses talking too.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying,
It said Moses with the elders of Israel, right? Command the people saying, say what?
Saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
In 28:15. Now Moses is talking, right? It said Moses with the elders of Israel. So who was Moses talking to? It says, and Moses with the elders of Israel command the people saying. So Moses is talking, who is he talking to? I'm gonna repeat it again. Moses and the elders of Israel command the people saying. So Moses is talking with the elders of Israel. Who is he talking to? The elders of Israel, right?
He's talking to the people.
You get it, right? So the people is who? Israel, right? So you follow that so far, right? And we're going to read 28 and verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Listen up.
But it shall come to pass.
Something's going to come to pass. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken.
If thou. Remember, he's talking to Israel. So the thou is Israel. Right. If Israel will not hearken, mean to listen. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What is the voice of the Lord thy God? It's this book. It's this book of the law that they've been talking about. That's the voice of the Lord thy God. So Moses talking to Israelites. If you don't listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments,
which are the laws, read,
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
read,
that all these curses
is what? A bad thing, right? Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses is talking to the Israelites. He's saying, if you don't listen to God and keep his commandments, bad things, curses are going to come upon you. Now let me ask you this question. Would you call being brought over here on a slave ship a curse? Would you call being brought over here on a slave ship a curse? Would that be a bad thing? Remember, curse is a bad thing. So is it a good thing or a bad thing to be brought over on a slave ship? Would that be good or bad?
That'd be bad.
Bad, so that'd be a curse, right?
Yeah.
Anything bad is a curse, right? So jump to verse 68. Now remember, you said we got over here by slavery, right? Do these pictures look familiar? I don't know if you can see it from way back there. You see the slave picture right here? You see the slave ship? You see, there's a sign here that says Negroes for sale, right? From Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is in Africa. So if we African, like it told us, right? African Americans, why is this saying Negroes for sale?
Bring it out.
All right. I thought we was African. Bro, because they knew that we wasn't the African. They knew we were the different people.
Bring it out.
That Negro name is a name that was given to us. That's not our true name. Our true nationality is the children of Israel.
That's right.
So we're saying Negroes for sale from Sierra Leone. That's talking about us. But we're gonna read 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, if you know anything about Moses, the children of Israel went into slavery in Egypt way back in that time, right?
Right.
Remember him parting the Red Sea? Remember that? You see that movie? Right here with the Rugrats shirt on. Remember parting the Red Sea? Remember that story in the Bible? The children, Moses put the staff down and parted the Red Sea and they walked out, right? All right. So they walked out of Egypt, right? So why would he say bring you into Egypt again with ships if they walked out of it? Why would he say that? We're going to prove what Egypt is. We're going to show you what Egypt is in this time.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
He brought you out of the land of Egypt. Now you get the definition of Egypt. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt means what? He said, I brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So what does Egypt mean? I'm going to say it again. I'm the Lord thy God, have brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So what does the word Egypt mean?
That's something bad, right?
What do you say?
That's something bad.
Bondage, right? Bondage is bad, right?
You know what I'm saying? Now you say Egypt, right?
What does that word mean? In this context that we're reading, what does that word mean? He said, I'm the Lord thy God, I brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What is that? What does Egypt mean in this context? Think about it. I brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means what? We know it's the place, but what is the meaning of the word? Read it one more time. Read it one more time. Y'all some smart brothers that is clicking. Listen what God is saying.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Brought you out of the land of Egypt. Now the sentence is going to continue.
Out of the house of bondage.
So what does Egypt mean? The definition of it. Right? He said, I brought you out of Egypt. The next thing he said, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means house of bondage.
Right.
You see it?
That's bondage together, right?
Out of the house of bondage. Bondage is what? Slavery, right? Okay. Remember like we just said. The first time they went to Egypt, they walked out of Egypt, right? Now in Deuteronomy 20:68, he's saying, I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again with ships. Meaning I'm gonna bring you into bondage again with ships. Give me this sign right there. Give me this sign. I'm gonna hold this sign up. I need the other sign. Need the other sign too. The ship sign. I want you to talk loud. 28 and 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Listen what he said.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hold up. Into bondage. See the change on them? In the bondage again. Read.
With ships.
With ships. Who that happened to? Who went into bondage with slave ships? Who went into bondage with ships?
Yo!
Who were the slaves? Exactly. Our forefathers and our foremothers. Now remember, But who was Moses talking to at the beginning? Read 27:1. Who was he talking to? Deuteronomy 27:1. Y'all getting it? Now y'all getting it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel.
All right, stop. Read 28:16. Hold that. Moses, with the elders of Israel.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Bondage
with ships.
With ships. Moses is talking to the elders of Israel, right? So who went into bondage on slave ships? You said it's us, right? So what would be called what? The Israelites, right? That's who he's talking to. He ain't say no African American.
Right.
He's talking to the Israelites.
Right.
You see? You get it? You see it? Okay. You see what the Bible is saying?
Yeah.
Moses told the elders of Israel. Moses said in Deuteronomy 28:15, if you don't keep the commandments, curses are gonna come upon you. Read verse 48. Now, when we got born in slave ships, right? Then we have chains around our necks. How about that's in the Bible too? Read it loud.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Who put us in slavery? Who put us in slavery?
The white people?
White people, right? Yeah, you can say it, but that's the facts.
Caucasian.
Yeah, Caucasian. I ain't saying go out and kill them, but that's what they did to us, right? That's the facts.
Right.
So the Bible is calling them our enemies. That's not our friends. Even though they give us food stamps, government cheese, Section 8, they still our enemy. Why? Because they want to keep us in these hoods, man. They want to keep us right here. They want to put out Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West and them, like we can really get out and do what they can do. But you can count on your hand how many brothers out there really got some money.
Right. Good.
You can count, bro. All the rap artists and athletes, you can count them. But how many of us are in the hood? Millions upon millions of us, bro. And they put that dream out there, that's the only way to get out. God is saying, no, his book of the law is the way to get out.
Right.
Keep reading verse 48.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger,
Read.
and in thirst, and in nakedness,
Keep reading.
and in want of all things.
Keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Then we had yokes of iron upon our necks. This is a picture right here showing it. Remember, he's talking to the Israelites. We are the Israelites, bro.
Right.
And Christ, the black Messiah, came for us. Read the New Testament. Matthew 15, verse 24. That's the good news, bro. Jesus Christ, he ain't this dude right here. That ain't him, bro. Not at all. The Bible describes him as a woolly-haired, dark-skinned man.
Right.
And we're going to get who he came for. Matthew 15, verse 24.
Bring it out.
Who did Christ come to save? Remember, Moses is talking to the Israelites, right? Back in the Old Testament, saying we don't keep the commandments, we're going to go into slavery. Yokes of iron upon our necks on slave ships, right?
Right.
Let's see in the New Testament who Christ came for.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. Bring it out. But he answered and said, I am not sent.
When you get in the Bible, you will see these are the red words. Christ is taking these words. He said, I am not sent. Who sent Christ? Who sent Christ? God the Father, right? The Father sent Christ. Read.
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. For who? Israel. For who? Israel.
Christ is coming for us, bro. That's the New Testament. Christ is coming for the Israelites.
That's right.
The kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites.
Right.
That's Revelation. You gotta go. You gotta fly, right? I'm gonna read one more scripture for you, bro. The kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites, bro.
That's
Revelation
right.
21, verse 10. Let's hear the last couple verses. And they tell you in church it's for everybody, right? But we're gonna see what God is saying. We ain't out here to hate nobody. We just want to tell our brothers what the Bible was saying about us.
Right.
Showing love to our brothers.
Right.
Going on the street the way Christ went on the street.
Right.
We doing what he did, bro. The preachers out in them churches collecting all that tithes money. Now we don't want some money. We just want you to see what the Bible is saying, so you know how great you are, bro.
Right.
You walking kings on earth, bro.
That's right. That's right.
But we ain't ruling nothing right now because we're not living the way God said live.
That's right.
We're not wearing our fringes. We're not keeping the Sabbath. We're still eating pork. We're still getting all these women out here.
Bring it out,
having sex with them. We're supposed to be getting wives.
Bring it out,
like Abraham and Jacob and King David. We're supposed to have wives. One wife.
That's right.
So when Christ came on the scene, he said it's one wife.
Bring it out.
The first one was born Adam and Eve. That was it.
That's right.
Check out who the king is from, bro.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12. Bring it out. And had a wall.
No, I want you to read the verse 10. Start at 10.
Verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain. And he showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven.
So the new Jerusalem is coming down to the earth. You understand what he's saying so far? The new Jerusalem is coming down on the earth.
Descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God.
All right.
And her light was like unto a stone, most precious, even like a jasper stone.
So a beautiful city. Keep reading.
Clear as crystal. And had a wall great and high.
Had a wall. Now he's describing the kingdom of heaven. Had a wall great and high. Read.
And had 12 gates.
Had 12 gates. How many tribes are here for the children of Israel? There's 12. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali.
That's right.
Y'all so-called African American, y'all come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
The same tribe Christ came from, bro.
Right.
The blood that runs through your veins is the same blood that runs through Christ's veins.
That's right.
My brother over here is so-called Jamaican. He's from the tribe of Benjamin. We the same though, bro. They try to separate us, but we're not separated. The Mexicans, they Israelites too.
Bring it out.
The Haitians, they Israelites too.
Right.
The Indians, they Israelites too.
Right.
They went through all the same curses that we went through. Now remember, he said he had 12 gates. There's 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Keep reading.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
12 angels. There's 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Now you go and get the rest. Keep reading.
And names written thereof, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
The kingdom is for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
That's what he's saying. The kingdom is for you, it's for us, all of us out here in this oppression.
That's right.
Well, how to get it? We got to keep the commandments, bro.
That's right.
I'm going to look at one verse. It's Revelation is the last one, and you can go. Revelation 22, verse 14. And this is going to show you how to get that kingdom. One verse. I want you to read it loud.
The book
And
of
this is also how you get blessed in this world. We always trying to get a blessing from God, right? How we get it? This is going to show you right here. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14. Bring it out. Blessed are they.
Blessed are they that what?
That do his commandments.
That do what?
Do his commandments.
Read.
That they may have right to the tree of life.
Read.
And may enter through the gates into the city.
The gates that we just read about. He said, blessed are they that do his commandments, and they're gonna get in that kingdom that we just read about. All right? So how to change your life is keep God's commandments.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.